already went through. Now the next one's interesting because it depends on what it is, though, right? Sausage, because my nephew will eat certain sausages, and other ones just like give him heartburn.
Um, I'm okay with sausage as long as there's no fennel in it.
No, what?
Fennel, fennel seeds.
What? What the hell is fennel?
It
You're talking to someone that just shoves the stuff into his mouth and it's like, good, not good.
Fennel seeds have kind of on their own, and fennel bulb has like a mushy taste. And I feel like in this,
Okay.
I don't feel like that flavor adds to sausage.
Mhm.
I feel like it detracts.
I'm wondering if that could even be it. I wonder if that's maybe an ingredient that just makes my nephew's stomach go, no, nope.
It is a good possibility. Or he could have just some people have mild pork intolerances, so it could just be how it's hitting him. But the fennel's a good possibility because it's one of those things. If you taste a sausage with it and you taste sausage without it, your mouth can tell the difference.
Mhm.
Like it's an obvious difference.
And we know my mouth knows a lot. Yeah.
Hey, I know nothing about your mouth. The opinions expressed here are so I just figured I'd throw that in there. But yeah, I mean, put it
the opinions expressed by Ed's mouth are only
exactly
held by Ed's mouth.
only belong to Ed's mouth. I mean, I know some of what your mouth can do. I don't know the full scope, but I mean, and there goes the ADHD portion of the program.
And that'll leave people wondering, what the hell is she talking about?
No, if they're paying attention, if they understood the assignment, they're not going to be guessing. They won't have to like try and figure anything out. But yeah,
Onions,
I like
said were cool.
back to the toppings. Yeah, I mean, I like meatball, sausage, mushrooms, peppers, onions.
Actually, it's funny on the list here, listed for Chicago, and we know Chicago has a different style of pizza. It says that meatballs is the second least favorite topping in Chicago. What is wrong with them?
And it's crazy because I actually do like Chicago style pizza a little bit more than New York style.
I don't blame you, but I think that's because being in New York, we're so used to our version. Technically, I mean, Pizza Hut is kind of like it, but yeah, we're so used to the New York style that the Chicago one is like, ooh, a treat. It's exotic.
I and the crust has a very different, like, I remember, when we had Pizzeria Uno out here for a while, they used to make a potato skin pizza.
Wow.
And yeah, oh yeah, that I could get down on that. I freaking love that thing. But I mean, and it was an appetizer, so it was like a little pizza, so you could just kind of order it for yourself and stab anybody that tried to come near it. But the dough almost tasted like a biscuit. Like it wasn't like a pizza dough. And I noticed that with their other pizzas, it's like it has just a completely different flavor. It's not so much consistency, even though it's thicker. Like it's more like our Sicilian, but the flavor itself doesn't, like, for the most part. I mean, a lot of places season their crust along the edge or whatever, but like ours just tastes like I don't know how else to describe it, like crust. Their crust actually has a completely different taste.
Speaking of crust, in my travels, when I used to do food reviews when I was traveling doing comments and everything, we did St. Louis, and St. Louis hadn't realized has its own pizza style where it's like a thin, crispy crust. It's almost like a giant ass cracker.
So kind of like a Domino's thin crust.
I've seen it and I've never ordered it. Maybe I should order it. Maybe I'll get that later for the kids and see what they say.
Listen, Domino's thin crust with bacon and black olives is my favorite. It's like,
Black olives was the next thing on the list too.
oh my God, I love black olives on pizza, but bacon and black olives, it's like a total salt fest. Um, but it's like having
Girl,
pizza on a
you're gonna
pasta.
get my foot swollen up.
Yeah, well, yeah, yeah. You know what? I can't even pretend. Yeah, it still happens to a degree. But yeah, it just I don't know. A friend turned me on to it a million years ago, and it's still something I go to. But I think that's part of like the Domino's, the fact that you can get like Philly cheesesteak topping, get out. You can. I think they have
Yeah.
more, like they have more variety, and like that's good for
Mhm.
someone like me who really doesn't like pizza. So if for some reason I'm like I just want something simple, I guess I'll get Domino's. I don't feel like I'm having pizza.
Because then you could be like, I'm
Well,
gonna stockpile the shit out of these toppings so I forget I'm even eating pizza.
yeah, basically. But the one, and this is my huge Domino's shout out. I'm up with it, but like, bless their soul, bless their soul. Domino's has their cinnamon twists with the apple topping dip. So it's like you're dipping the cinnamon twist into like apple pie. Oh, let me tell you something. There have been nights where that has been ordered, and after you couple of pizza don't stand a chance. It is quite possibly the yummiest thing ever, and it feels like fall in your mouth. Like it's all the best parts of fall in your mouth. Like I have,
Thanksgiving.
yes, yes. It's just this wonderful creation, and you can't get it on the mix and match for 5.99 deal. Like they don't even do that. But you can. It's still like 7.99, but it's completely worth it. My
Just a side note, this episode is not brought to you by Domino's, but if they want to send money to bring us future episodes, feel free.
like no joke. I will. I'm like I said. Pizza's a hard thing for me because it's not something I love. It's really
Mm.
not something I love. But I I from a pizzeria, like there's certain like we have a place that makes an eggplant pie. It's just the roommate likes
Mhm.
sauce, so you can dip it. But other than that, I feel like I'm eating an open faced calzone, and it's wonderful. But with Domino's, I'm either getting my bacon and black olive thin crust, Domino's, and my cinnamon twists with the apple dip, Domino's. Or I'm getting like just traditional crust with Alfredo and mushrooms and Philly steak. So I don't feel like I'm eating pizza.
Now, did
So
you know that those twists also come in Parmesan and garlic bread versions now?
I did know that. They are really, really good. I do. No, I love garlic knots, and I mean, really, what are they? Just pizza dough. But no, I like all the. Domino's also had their stuffed cheesy breads. They had a spinach and feta one. I don't know if they still do, but that was pretty yummy.
Yes,
They
they do. I had it like 2 weeks ago. They do.
have one with bacon and jalapeno, which I don't get the jalapeno, but oh, so good. Yeah, I kind of. It's funny. Guys, bread. I never have bread in my house. I'm not a sandwich person. I'm not making grilled cheese. I'm not doing any of that. But I love bread from outside. Like if I go to an Italian restaurant, I am inhaling that bread like it's the Last Supper.
Oh yeah, I've
So,
gone to Panera, order the soup, and end up eating the piece of bread they give you with the soup before I even touch the soup.
oh God, yeah, we used to do that all the time. We used to at one of my former jobs, we would order Panera and I'd get the broccoli soup, and everybody, no matter, like it didn't even matter if they were ordering sandwich, extra bread, extra bread. We'd end up with like a whole bag full of bread, and we would just
Oh,
snack
my
on.
nephews would watch me. They're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm gonna butter the shit out this bread."
Yes, yeah, yeah. You don't even want to chew it. You want so much butter on it that you're gonna put it in your mouth and it's just gonna ease on down your throat.
Whoa, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa, 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 whoa!
bread, Eddie, bread, bread,
Oh, okay, not
bread.
bread sticks. You gotta be careful when it's a bread stick. You might forget what you're putting in your mouth.
Well, like that's it's funny that you say breadstick because kind of the only thing I like from Olive Garden. Like I'll go to Garden to eat, but I don't really like their food. But their breadsticks with some Alfredo to tip it. I don't know if you noticed. I really love Alfredo, and I make an amazing, super easy Alfredo too. But yeah, like I don't know. It's just one of those things that when I feel like I want a warm hug on a plate, it's Alfredo for me. But
Do you eat the crust?
yes, yes, I do. You like how I hesitated answering? Yes. And if by chance, and it's a rare thing, if by chance the crust has sesame seeds on it, I eat the
Mm-hmm.
crust first with a little
I
butter.
I've sometimes would eat the crust first and then eat or rip the crust off and then place it smack in the middle of the slice and then fold it so I get an even distribution of
Yeah,
crust.
yeah, no, I'm a crust eater. I'm a crust eater. There was a while where it didn't happen when I had a dog.
I was
And
about to
she wouldn't
say
leave
that.
us
I'm
alone.
like, in my house, it's become almost secondhand to not eat the crust because we save it for the damn spoiled brat of a dog that we have.
Yeah. Yeah, my Holly always got the crust. And it's actually funny too because my cats were all bread eaters. Like I would have to pull some of the dough, the soft dough, from the middle of the crust and give it to my cat. But my
Now,
my
would the
one
cats
cat,
bother you for it? Would they come over and be like,
yeah,
meow?
yeah, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Um, my one cat, me and my ex one night, we went to the bodega. We got pernil and rice and beans, and our one cat was begging. He was just begging hard. So my ex was like, "I'll fix his ass." So he takes a kidney bean and he put some hot sauce on it and gave it to the
Oh,
cat.
damn.
The cat ate it and came back. Big night and came back for more.
What?
My cat
I like it
loved
spicy.
my cat loved rice and beans. And it's funny because I mean I still have the remains cat, which I love him to death. He is a character. But I lost my last baby over the summer. And it wasn't until
Mm.
the last and I could I could never really keep track of how old he was. Like I forgot how old he was. And because, he was feral born, it's not like I had any paperwork for him. But it came in
Yeah,
Facebook memory.
you can't walk into the woods. All right, I'm looking for a birth certificate.
Yeah, well, funny enough, he was actually born under, well, my mom's shed, which is now my shed, but that's where he was born. So, like, it was just kind of like he was way down. But in Facebook memories, it came up when he was first born, and it was only the last like 2 years of his life. Anytime I was eating, he would come over, jump up next to me, and reach out and grab my arm and like try to pull it. So he was getting the fork or the spoon or whatever. Like he had to know what I had. He had to try what I had. Other than that, like his sister, there were times where she would put her foot up and slide my plate right over. Like, you gonna eat that? But he never. wanted anything to do. Like there was certain things he liked, but it wasn't until the last like 2 years of his life that he was like, all right, I'll have some of that. And pizza became